to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself. I filled it in. No time for that doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
Found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, just never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me keep on running toes. They gonna take
this is what we got to tell.
Every fan doing this.
I filled it in. No time for that doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for that doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
Who broke the button?
What the word is happening? Y'all like glitch on my end.
Who broke the button?
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. What happened? There we go.
I see what we're doing today. I see what's going on. Come on, he glitched. Okay.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. Excited about today's episode. We got some good topics for y'all today, and we have a recap of the preview on Friday today. We got two more guys coming on. Y'all always have Friday. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But we got a few things to talk about, like I said. We got to talk about the 49ers losing a double-digit lead to the Rams, right? We got to talk about that. I think that's Brock Purdy's first loss to the Rams. We got to talk about that. The Eagles, second loss, okay. Eagles survived against the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans. All right, so shout out to the Eagles. We got to recap. We got to talk about that, right? Because the Eagles had to show us something. We did ask the question, Tomo, what we going to learn from this game, right? So we got to talk about what they proved. And lastly, the main event, the Ravens went into Dallas and won a nail-biter. We all thought it was a blowout, but then it became a nail-biter, 28-25. And we got Big O and my boy Chris, right? Big Flocka, that's what he calls himself, coming on the show. But I got my two bros with me. I got Davey Dollars. You know, I know he's not feeling too well today. He's not used to being under 500. I get it, Dave. You welcome to my world. And we got my boy Tomo. I think it's the first time they've been under 500 for a while. All right, so we got the under 500.
Emotional damage.
How y'all doing, fellas?
You said the under 500 crew? That's what you
500
said?
and under. I'm part of it. I'm 500. 500 and under.
Start the show, man. I don't got too
Put
much.
myself in it.
How you doing? How y'all doing? But start the show.
I'm good because I'm back on the show with my guys, so I'm always excited about that. Got some things shaking and moving, going to Pennsylvania this week to go look at some stuff. So, you know, everything's looking good, man. I'm happy, you know, with my boys. You know, the Niners is a different conversation. We'll talk about that when we talk about that segment. You know, the U is back 4-0, so definitely excited about that. Cam Ward looks like he could be the Heisman this year. We got a lot to talk about today. We got the Eagles and Saints to talk about, the Cowboys and the Ravens, of course, and the Niners choking another game. So can't wait to talk about all of that. But here with my guys, it's Monday. It doesn't matter. The Commanders play tonight as well. That's going to be a good game against the Bengals. You got the Jaguars and the Bills again as well. But we must turn up. It's Monday. You got to turn up. Jody, do your thing.
All right, y'all. We are streaming this on two platforms, Facebook and YouTube. So make sure y'all like the video on both other platforms. Follow and subscribe on all other platforms that we have. And make sure you share this video with a fan, a football fan, a sports fan, because they can be involved in the show. How? You can be in the comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting out throughout the show. Shout out to my boy Daniel, always here first. If Big O ain't here, shout out to my boy Daniel. Yo, and my bro, Vaughn. Still his nation has to, hey, it is 3-0. Justin Fields to over 250 yards.
Starting quarterback.
Hey, you know, it's 150, 250. I mean, I'm just saying. All right. And last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, the floor is yours.
So I got the wired headphones in, so I can't get up and do the Mike Gesicki gritty. But there was a lot of grittying going on down in New Orleans, maybe from Philadelphia all the way down to New Orleans. Because, Joe, we asked the question, what can we learn? I knew you was looking. I know you're looking for Mark. Mark gonna show up soon. But we asked, what could we learn from this game? And we both took notes. We both had questions about what this team was going to do or which player was going to show up. And it literally took the fourth quarter for some of these teams to say, hey, we want to actually win this game. Saquon Barkley with 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns lift the Eagles over the Saints in a defensive battle. Imagine that, talking about defense after a team that dropped 91 points on 2 other teams, 15-12. What did the Eagles prove with this win, Joe?
They proved 2 things. Number 1, Derek Carr, if you pressure him, he's a different quarterback. Let me just say that. All right. Derek Carr, he's been the least pressured QB this year so far. Remember, we recapped the Cowboys game. Like, Derek Carr got all the time in the world to get this play to develop, because we all know Clint Kubiak from the Kyle Shanahan tree. They know how to draw some good stuff up. But the big stuff, like the Shaheed bomb and stuff like that, that needs time to develop. And Derek Carr had time in the pocket to do all that stuff. Against Philly, they were pressuring this dude like crazy. They weren't just rushing with 4. They were blitzing also. So I got to give Philly credit for that. And another stat I want to give y'all. Philly, they've been sloppy all year defensively, right? The first 2 games, Philly had 25 missed tackles. Yesterday, they had 3 missed tackles. All right. So that just shows you they were way more locked in that game. I got to give a shout out to Vangio for that one, you know. And the second thing Philly proved was they are a juggernaut. I'm sorry. They have a really good roster. The defense, I feel like they have a good roster, but it didn't show the first week. Second week, you kind of saw a glimpse of it. And then yesterday, you really saw the D-line that I told AJ on Tuesday, that they put emphasis on. They drafted in, show up yesterday. And on top of that, having Saquon Barkley, Dallas, look, AJ Brown goes down. Okay, cool. Devontae Smith goes down. Okay, cool. And who shows up? Dallas Goedert, one of the best tight ends in the league. One of the best tight ends, 170 yards from a tight end. Jalen Hurts was bad. It's called how you see it. Bad. 2 turnovers. Even the pass to Goddard was a bad pass. Goddard made that catch. So he was bad. And Saquon Barkley. What did I say? Me and Dave had a little debate about Saquon, C-Mac. You know, C-Mac is good. Well, you know, I said Saquon good. I said, we're going to see what Saquon does with the Eagles. Saquon is top 2 in touchdowns, yards from scrimmage, and I think rushing yards. So Saquon is the game changer. They don't win none of these games without Saquon Barkley. So it just shows you that Philly can win while playing bad. Because Sirianni made some bad calls too, and they still found a way to win the game. So that's what they proved.
Dave, I know you got a lot to say about Saquon. I just got 2 things. They win game 1 without Saquon. Now, in the last 2 games, I give you that because AJ Brown wasn't there. Their offense may be different if Saquon isn't there. They're going to look for AJ a little bit more, but I just want to throw that out. And the head coach calling the plays? Go ahead, Dave.
I gotta disagree with that sentiment about without Saquon, they would have won game 1. And, he had 3 touchdowns in the game 1, so he's the reason why they won that game.
Yeah, he was though.
He's definitely the reason why they won that game. Yesterday.
Hurts turned the ball over that game too.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, Joe pretty much said what I was going to say. The defense is the reason why. The defense definitely showed up. I think that's something that we questioned after week 1. But we saw glimpses of it in the next week, even though they lost that game. But they stepped up. Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis made plays early in the game and late in the game. You had Quinyon Mitchell had a really good game as well, along with Slay. this defense made plays, and then you had I think it was Blankenship that had the interception that Derek Carr had threw it and that pretty much sealed the deal in the game. So this defense definitely showed up. I think that's one thing that we were looking at. We wanted to see what their defense was going to do. They made definitely some key stops on 3rd and 4th down as well. This Eagles team is legit. I mean, I didn't think that they were not legit, but they're legit. You know, even without AJ Brown, like Devontae Smith went down with a crazy tackle, and I blame that on the refs. The refs definitely should have blew that whistle a long time ago, and then he just, he got hurt. It wasn't a dirty hit at all. It was a football play. It's just that they continued to let the play go on.
Lane Johnson got hurt too. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, Lane Johnson got hurt, so that the offensive line started to look shaky after a while. They allowed a little bit more sacks than normal. Hurts was pressured. He threw that pick in the end zone. Then he fumbled the ball as well. This defense stepped up when they needed to because the offense wasn't necessarily there until Saquon broke that 65-yard touchdown, and then he had another touchdown that sealed the deal along with the 2-point conversion. So Saquon was the MVP, but if you want to say co-MVP, it's that defense.
Saquon. Go ahead, Joe.
I think Dallas Goedert was MVP. But go ahead. Saquon had the touchdown, but Dallas Goedert kept them in the game the whole game.
Now, that was one of my questions last week. I was like, as far as play calling, I was like, are they going to be able to get him involved? Are they going to get him involved in the game? And they said, oh, we heard you. It sounded like they heard the episode, Joe, because it was like, oh, you think we can't throw to the tight end? Check. Oh, you think we can't slow down that offense? Check. You think we can't get to the quarterback? Check. You think our secondary ain't going to be able to keep up? Check again. So I guess they was like, hey, you Cowboy fan, we're going to prove you wrong. Except for that one call, but I ain't see the call. 4th and 1, right? But my question now is, what did the Eagles prove? That they can bounce back after a loss. That's what they proved, that they actually have the weapons over there. I said it when Mark was on here. I don't think they were overrated. I think they are the team that the GM put on the field. But what it did prove is we need to worry about their quarterback. Now, a lot of people going to sit up and like, Tom, what you mean? Maybe AJ going to check this out. Maybe he's going to say something about it on Unfazed, because he did in week 1 about it on Unfazed, or maybe that was week 2. But Unfazed Tuesdays at 9. It was week 1. And he was saying, he was sitting with a friend, and they were like, man, maybe this is just who Jalen Hurts is. Turnovers. So 2020, he only had 6 turnovers. Now, a lot of people say he may have not started all of the games, so Tom, this is why he only had 6. 2021, he had 11. Team wasn't that bad, right? 2022, it dropped to 8 once the team got better. 2023, he had 20 turnovers. 2024, he already got 6. And it's not looking friendly. The last one, when he was running, where he fumbled the ball, and then some of these interceptions is just like, Jalen, what are you looking at? So what it proved to me is that they have a good defense. They did the right thing by bringing Saquon in. The offense is clicking. They actually are finding all of the weapons, even when AJ wasn't there. Devontae's, you got Smitty, you got Dallas Goedert. They was finding rookies. They was just pulling weapons all over the field. They was looking like the 49ers in their front. But the quarterback, that's the question now. What is he going to do as the weeks progress? Because these turnovers are going to hurt him at some point. Now, the running back there is saving them, but we got to check out the quarterback.
Facts.
Hurts got to keep control of the ball, man. He can't keep turning the ball over. It's going to hurt this team sooner than later.
Man.
Yeah. The Saints should kick that field goal, man. Your defense holding it down. Kick the field goal. Take the points.
Oh, you talking about when they was at the 40?
Yeah, they went for it. You like, y'all having a tough time running the ball on Philly. You're having a tough time. Your defense holding y'all down. Just take the points.
Yeah, you got to.
Come on, man.
Trust me, I know all about that. Now, one team tried to kick the field goal. Went a little left, though. I think things went a little left once somebody got on the Madden cover. But, I mean, I don't know who to blame. Do we want to blame EA Sports, or do we want to blame BA for sitting out? We don't know. But is it time to panic at the Frisco? Have you people ever heard of? Who's to blame for that 49ers loss? The Rams, they blew a double-digit deficit to lose 27-24 with a late field goal. Dave, about 9 out of 10 times y'all own this team. Tell me what happened, man. Who's to blame?
This defense and special teams is to blame. Can't blame the offense whatsoever. And the offense is where most of the injuries was at. No CMC, no Debo, no Kittle. Trent Williams went out in this game as well. And Purdy still threw for 3 touchdowns and no interceptions. Juwan Jennings had 11 catches for 175 yards and 3 touchdowns. He was targeted 12 times and caught 11. And the only one that he missed was the first one that was targeted to him. So he had a great game.
But go ahead.
Exactly. BA played a little bit better in this game, but he had 2 drops in this game, which is not good. And then on 2nd and 10 in the 4th quarter, good old Michigan player Ronnie Bell drops the pass.
He dropped 2. That
definitely could have gotten us a first down and would have further led that drive, and more than likely we would have scored and won this game. I'm not going to put this on Jake Moody whatsoever because he shouldn't have been put in that position for one. That's the only Michigan player I'm not going to slander today. But this defense and special teams is not looking good right now. Special teams is where we spent some pretty good money on this offseason with guys like Isaiah Yodom, who's actually starting which is crazy to me, who's been starting on this defense. Effective PA, our EPA rankings right now, offensively is 2nd, defense is 25th, and special teams is 23rd. So it's not our defense and special teams is playing absolutely horrendous. It looked good in the first 3 quarters, though. I'll say that it looked good in the first 3 quarters, but just like the last game, in the 4th quarter, it just choked it away. It was nothing that we just couldn't get stops on 3rd down. They kept making plays on 3rd and 4th down. Tutu Atwell made plays. Kyron Williams made plays. We just couldn't get stops when we needed to. And Fred Warner had went down in this game. D. Winters went down. Javon Hargrave played this game with a partial torn triceps. So for those that was questioning his effort, I mean, the man had a torn triceps, but he was still out there in the game. So, but this was a game that the one positive I'll take from this is that you really can't say nothing about Purdy after this game, because without his weapons and with BA playing like he ain't a weapon, he balled out in this game with Juwan Jennings having 11 catches for 175 yards. Only 3 49ers wide receivers have done that, and that was Jerry Rice, Juwan Jennings, and T.O.
Man.
So we're decimated right now with injuries. D. Winters is hurt right now. These injuries is just piling up, man. Tyler Hufanga came back on his first game, but we lost. So I don't know, man. I'm just frustrated because all these injuries, and I'm pissed off at EA Sports for putting CMC on the cover. This man is now in Germany seeing the Achilles specialist. So
emotional damage.
It's a lot going on with this team, man. And this is why, Joe, I said this after week 1. I am not ready to say that we're the best team in the NFC because it's too much that goes on with this team that pisses me off. And this is why. At some point, you have to make adjustments on the defense. Stop playing man and showing them what the coverage is. That's why they keep beating us deep, man. That's why. Wide receiver just kept getting open. They had their 2 best weapons out. Cooper Kupp didn't play and Puka Nacua didn't play. Matt Stafford still had a good game. Kyron Williams still ran all over this defense, even though this defense was healthy, pretty for the most part. Special teams played absolutely terrible. Too many times that they got great field position because special teams couldn't tackle. That's not 49er football. So that's why we lost that game. Defense and special teams, absolutely terrible. I can't even think of all the words to slander this defense and special teams because it was horrendous. It was trash. It looked like no one wanted to be out there other than Fred Warner and Tyler Hufanga. Everyone else wasn't really making all the right plays. Couldn't get sacks. It just
It's bad.
yeah.
There's I don't know. I mean, people have TikTok, you got Reels, you got YouTube Shorts. So there's a Kevin Gates voiceover. I can't really do the actual because it's a family show, but he was like, why this had to happen to me right now? But they say once you change your perspective, that's when miracles happen. And me being a Cowboy fan, I'm over here watching the Ravens doing this, and that was the first half. So I'm like, why this got to happen to me right now? And then I look over and see that the 49ers lost. And I was like, that's when you change your perspectives. That's when miracles happen. We both 1-2, Dave. It's okay, brother. It's okay. It's gonna be games like this. Mama said there'd be days like this. And also Mama said there'd be plays like that. Because did you see Tutu? Did you see Tutu? After the missed kick, the 50 yards, and then they got right there in field goal range, and it was like, I guess we gotta kick it, no escape. Sit back and relax your feet, because that's what happened. Because after they won that game, 49ers tried to do that pitch toss, and then it would be BA did not get the actual ball and let it go out of bounds for the game to be over.
Another drop.
About that play.
Another drop, Tomo.
That was definitely a drop. But the refs missed the flag on that because my boy got hit helmet to helmet on that play. He got hit helmet to helmet on that play. And please go back and watch it. If you didn't see it, go back and watch it. Brandon Ayuk got hit in the head, helmet to helmet on that play, and they didn't call anything.
Man. Now, when it comes to who to blame, I mean, I gotta go with what Dave said. It was the defense and the special teams, because it was right there for you. The game was right there in your hands. Like when Craig almost had the 200 so they could pay Big Worm, it was right there. And then Felicia walked right on up and said, Can I borrow your VCR so I could dub a tape? And they dubbed the tape. But I think you're gonna be okay though, Dave, because again, you all are gonna find a way to regroup and make some things happen. Because again, it's week 3. Injuries happen, but you all find a way to regroup. It sucks that it's a division game because, those are the games that you want the most. And the injuries are hitting you like that DMX song. It's just like the babies, the mom. It's just so much. It's just so much, Joe. It's just so much going on. But you all are going to be okay because, again, like I said, the Eagles are looking good, but the rest of the NFC is up for pickings. I mean, outside of the Vikings doing what they're doing, they just shocking everybody, but you still got a chance. Joe, how you feel?
This is why I don't like you as a Cowboys fan.
I got to take my wins where I can. I got to talk about my game next.
I just want to know how the scapegoat doing. Steve Wilkes. Wasn't he blamed for the Super Bowl?
I'm so glad you said that, Joe. Okay. Steve Wilkes got fired after allowing 17.5 points per game. Guess how many points per game we allow right now?
30.
23.
Said 30. All right. So look, yeah, I mean, the obvious choice is the defense. So I'm gonna take a different route. All right. I'm gonna go second most fault. First, I wanna give some wide receiver numbers real quick from just yesterday. Juwan Jennings, I give you some shout. I give him some props. Juwan Jennings, 11 receptions, 175 yards, 3 touchdowns. Teddy, man, you just had to get him, huh? But anyways, Teddy kicking my tail with that dude on the fantasy. Dallas Goedert, good receiving day, 170 yards, 10 catches. Rashee Rice, 12 receptions, 110 yards, and a touchdown. But as a receiver, 20 targets, 11 catches, 119 yards, no touchdowns. That's Brandon Ayuk for the season. How about that? That's him for the season. Dallas Goedert, Juwan Jennings had a better game yesterday than what Brandon Ayuk has done all year. Mr. Number 6, 6th highest paid wide receiver in the NFL. So, Dave, I got a request. I know you a little too light. No, I was surprised because you're not light on your team. This man put him
Don't worry.
On the dishonorable mentions.
Request granted. Request granted. I already know what you.
When he dropped that lateral, I was done after that. I said, this dude can't catch nothing. Like, bro, y'all could have put it off. Y'all could have put even the lineman was catching in the fullback. I mean, everybody has, except for the guy who's supposed to be your guy's guy. Purdy guy is Tomo been saying all offseason. That's Purdy guy. That's Purdy guy. But you said something, Dave. I need a narrative to stop. Purdy was throwing that rock.
Thank you.
That was a bar.
Thank you.
Thank you. Purdy was throwing that rock. That was a bar.
Marco.
Not the Marco. But I mean, like, Purdy was making things work. I'm talking about moving outside the pocket. I mean, like using his legs. Like, he was so accurate. I mean, he looked good. He been looking good all year to me. I feel like all year Purdy has been looking like the best quarterback Kyle Shanahan has ever had, for real. Think about it.
I think that's by far, yes.
So Brock Purdy, we need to stop the narrative. But burn out you, bro. You my dog. But with that jersey, you not. Come on out.
I'm gonna pause on that. Best quarterback he ever had. Remember, he did have Matt Ryan, so I'm gonna take a pause on that.
Yeah, he did. Go ahead, Joe. I know you think.
Yeah, Matt Ryan was the MVP and he went to the Super Bowl. So I was
talking about as a
49er,
as a head coach, because my man RG3 available too. I mean, rookie year RG3. But yeah, shout out to Brock Purdy. But Brandon, you gotta do better, man. You gotta do better. You see what Javon said, right?
Too bad he's still in San Francisco.
I think you would have been dropping passes there too, though. I ain't gonna hold you. You would have been messing up Justin Fields.
I don't think it would have been any different no matter he went. I think if he'd have been dropping passes in New England and Cleveland, Washington, Pittsburgh, don't matter. He'd have been dropping passes because he just don't.
He should go to Pittsburgh. All right, Pittsburgh, yeah, Pittsburgh is doing good, but Pittsburgh is led by their defense. They got the best defense in the NFL, and they got George Pickens, man. Like let George Pickens cook, man. They don't need Brandon Ayuk.
It sounds like you trying to put in a bid in. Like, they don't need him.
We need somebody. I'll take Brandon Ayuk, but not with that contract. All right, we're gonna draft a receiver. They come outside, we're gonna trade for one. We're not gonna trade for Deontay after what he said. We're not doing that.
You tripping? I don't care what you said. I'm trading for Deontay.
He's not coming. I don't think he's gonna come.
Hey,
he wouldn't. But if he didn't mind,
if he wants to come, come along. Yeah, come along. If you want to come, I don't think he's gonna come though.
Hey, look, well, if y'all don't want him,
no, I want him.
Oh, I was about to say I'm willing to give up some draft picks because we gotta talk about it. I guess we do gotta talk about it because we already
overpaid.
Talking about him.
My bad.
Some people saying this now in Dallas. They like
3 weeks into the season. I'm not gonna say he overpaid now. It's 3 weeks into the season.
He overpaid from the 3 checks he got.
yeah, absolutely. From the 3 checks, absolutely. Yes.
3 game checks. Go ahead.
Just in time. Well, you already know, man. We got a recap from Friday. We had the Baltimore Ravens versus the Dallas Cowboys. My man is already here. He's backstage. It looked like he in the inventory room of the Wellness Center. So we're gonna bring my man Chris up. We're gonna bring Big Flock up, man. Let's go, Joe. Bring Big Flock up.
I got you. Yes, sir.
What's going on, everybody?
Hey.
What's going on, man? As y'all can see,
we got
in the Wellness Center. We're in the Wellness Center right now, man. We swamped. We are overwhelmed today. Can't keep the orders in. It's what I said it was going to be. So business is booming. I just got done breaking the last chains off the last dollars, man. I just broke them, set them. I told you I was setting them boys free, and we brought them shackles here, man. And we promised, man. We promised freedom, and we delivered, man. You know what I'm saying? Flock's up, man. You know what it is, man. This what's going on, man. How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling, man?
Well, I'm glad I was playing Mary Mary before the show started because you definitely broke the shackles off so I could dance. Thank you for doing that. But my boy Big O is back. My boy Big O is back. Yeah, you can have that nice souvenir. It's a nice souvenir. I'm gonna bring my boy Big O up too, though. Because
go ahead, bring him out.
Yeah, one man show. Y'all gonna bring Big O up?
You said the Jerry OG? Hold on. Go back in here, man. Big Jerry OG. You got bags for the Jerry OG right here.
What's going on?
What it
Big
do,
O?
fellas? What it do, baby?
Look, my man back there
What
checking
you
stock.
need? You need
Oh,
what?
he back there checking stocks.
Oh,
Yeah,
some
yeah,
Dak
That's
Dak
what
Rush.
happens when you get
Got
your
that
first
too.
win. You know, you get real
That's
excited.
It's Dak Rush.
You get real
Hey,
excited.
man,
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
it's crazy in here, man.
hey, Big
I
Flop,
can't
Big
keep
Flop.
up.
I need one
can't
more
keep
order.
up.
I need one more order though. One more order.
What you need?
You got that J Tuck? You got that J Tuck?
No. But we definitely
Okay.
smoking Jerry.
Yeah, you
No,
got
that makes
J
sense. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Huh?
That makes sense.
It's
It's been
the
missed.
same.
Hey,
It's a lot of
It's the same.
misses with him.
He couldn't go after none. He couldn't mention none of the players on the field, so he had to go get the kicker because none of the other mans could fight. But it's all good, though.
I could bring up
bro,
Zay.
I've been
I could
saying,
bring up
hey,
Zay
listen, my kicker
Flowers.
better than yours.
Hey,
Just
Tom,
saying.
you ain't had his energy last week. Why you turn that?
Cause man, I ain't like how you did, my boy, man. I ain't like how you did that.
Yeah, hey, look, man, I had a lot of distractions going on. Now I'm in a civilized environment. Hey, now I can get on you.
There you go.
Hey,
There you go.
Big
Now
Al,
I'm gonna
but
chill. I'm
hey,
gonna
I'm
come
gonna
back.
start off with
Seatbelt.
saying GG's. You know,
Thank you. Appreciate
GG's
it.
though. You know,
Appreciate it. What else you got for me?
what else I got for you?
That's it. All right, let's get it, Tomo. Come on, Tomo. Let's kick it off.
All right,
Yeah, I
well,
about to say, go ahead, man.
we got everybody here, so you already know the record was 5-1 before this episode started. Now the record is 6-1. Lamar Jackson went down to Dallas. You know, the Ravens came out.
Broke them free.
You know, they came away with a nail biter, 28-25. And first things first, we got to start off like how we always do. We got to start off with the losers. So, Big O, how you feeling about that game, man?
I ain't gonna lie. Defense, trash. Trash. Sorry. It's just so crazy how these teams is just rushing on us like this, bro. And in the offseason, I thought we worked on that. Thought we worked on stopping the run. Only person I seen that was out there trying to do something was the Rook. Rook had a couple of nice little stops when he got in, and I seen a couple of little plays from other people, but hey, that game was crazy. Now, I'm happy we came back, though. You know, don't get me wrong, but I ain't gonna lie. I think if Dig warmed up, hey, dog, you seen what Dak did going down that field real quick, Slim. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm gonna accept this L, though, man. I'm gonna accept it. I had the W on my prediction, though, but I'm gonna accept this L, though, man. It's hard. This is a hard one right here, dog.
Big Flop. How you feel about that game?
I was about to say you only flop. We ain't no birds.
You must got an order coming in.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can hear. Chris, can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
He can't even hear.
Yeah, well, you hear me? I couldn't hear, man. I keep getting phone calls, man. Like I said, the store is the line is off the hook, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. Business is booming. Shucks, man. I heard Big O talking about the players that he's saying, but to be honest with you, I didn't know if anybody was on the field till about the third quarter. You know, I didn't know who we were playing out there. Marching, and that's what it is, man. Hold on one second, man. Hold on one second.
That must be John Harbaugh.
This guy, bro, they had 28 points for the longest, though. Don't worry.
Oh, look at
I want to hear what he said, though.
Let me read this. Hey, read this comment, Dave.
I'm at work, man. I'm at work, man. It's literally out of control right now, man. Oh man, hold on.
Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
My bad, fellas. I am at work, man. I'm trying to keep America great again. But it's I'm struggling right now doing it, man, because they lost a lot yesterday, and I'm trying to bring the country back. You know, I'm sorry about that. Oh man. Yeah, man. Yeah. So I'm sorry. Like I said, we blew the boys out. Like I said, it was going to happen, and that's what's going to happen, man. John Harbaugh was about to fold the game away with a little bit of ref assistance. There was a little bit of ref assistance going on out there. I normally don't make excuses for the refs, but you know, that ref and the passer, I'm not sure what else you're supposed to tackle the quarterback at. You know, that helped the drive out. And Zay Flowers tried to crumble a little bit by not recovering the onside kick. But other than that, man, you know, that's what I said was going to happen on Friday, man. I did all the turning up on Friday, man. Today is just you know, reality. It's called, you know, post transgressions clarity. Yeah, you know, he always awake now. You know, he didn't realize what happened to him, and it's, you know, he was a little you know, euphoric feeling on Friday, but I tried to humble him, tried to tell him ahead of time, you know, but you know, it is what it is, man. Lamar Targaryen, you know, the breaker of chains. Oh, another Game of Thrones reference, you know. So that's what we did, man. We just went down there, set them boys free, and yeah, next week, man, next week. You know, y'all got a lot to worry
Yeah,
about down there in Dallas, you
yeah,
know.
y'all said it straight
Mhm.
though.
Huh?
All right. I'm just saying, y'all said it straight though.
You said what now?
Y'all said it straight.
I mean, I got the change right here. And
I'm just
what more
saying
did
though,
you ask
like
for?
we did
I
like
set you
come back
free.
though. So you did bust us though.
I mean, no, the referees bless you.
Incorrect statement right there.
Jerry called down to the field.
Incorrect
He
statement.
seen how it was going and tried to set a drop a little bag off to help you out. But at the end of the day, it wasn't enough. You know, when y'all needed each other, when y'all needed it most, you know, y'all do what y'all do, man. Defense can't make a stop. When it was time for y'all to, you know, to do something about it, either with the referee assistance, y'all still couldn't get it done. You know, I told everybody on Friday Lamar was going to be in his bag. He was. Derrick Henry was going to be in his bag. He was. And that's, I mean, I don't know why anybody's surprised.
Hey, I do have a question for Chris. I know you said a lot about John Harbaugh, right? And y'all almost gave that game away. I don't know if you know this stat. John Harbaugh, right? He has given up the most double-digit four-quarter leads since 1991.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I've been on.
God.
That's why I've been screaming fire. You know, it's like some of us in the flock that's not all the way in the flock. You know, they got one foot in, one foot out the flock. That ain't all the way locked in. What I'm talking about, you know, it's called off-code behavior. But I've been telling y'all, it's the you know, told y'all what's going on, man. I told y'all what's going on.
I feel like
You saying the stats like I was supposed to be surprised. I've been telling y'all what's going on. You know what
I
I'm
feel,
saying?
I feel like in that last drive, Lamar Jackson was like, "All right, y'all, I'm gonna just put this away."
I told y'all that was what it was going to be. Didn't I say that on
Yeah,
Friday? Told you. You
yeah.
know, so and sometimes I say, you know, he's just going to go Super Saiyan just for a little bit. You know, it wasn't even really Super Saiyan for them boys. He went Kyle Can about 10, about 5. Kyle Can about 5. And, you know, that's all it took to be Dallas. You know, that's all. It ain't nothing. This Dallas, bro. Come on, bro. Come on.
Now,
You know,
now this my
Jerry worried about the wrong things with Dallas on the sideline. You hear what Jerry talking about up there in the booth. He looking. He's supposed to be looking at players, but he looking at other things. So, you know,
Hey,
Dallas is all
go
over the
ahead,
place,
man.
bro.
all right.
Now,
Look,
Hey man,
look.
this is a PG show, man.
I
he
So
kept
ain't
make it
nothing
clear
wrong.
that.
I'm very clean right now. I'm keeping it very professional.
Real quick, I do want to say
You
this
know what's
too.
going on.
This for the Cowboy fans. This for Tomo and Carter. In the last 3 home games, the Cowboys have allowed 120
Yeah.
points, 607 rushing yards. But on the flip side, y'all can't run the ball. So, like, how do y'all feel about Jerry Jones constantly keep saying that Derrick Henry was too expensive when he never called Derrick Henry? And Derrick Henry showed up and literally had his best game of the year so far against y'all. How y'all feel about that?
I think that's who Jerry was talking about when what Big Flock was alluding to up in those things. I think that's who he was talking about. But another story for another day. He's just being cheap, man. At the end of the day, he like, look, I ain't gonna keep putting product out there and ain't nobody gonna do nothing with it. So now y'all just gonna have to deal with what y'all got. I'm gonna draft some
Facts.
rookies and we're gonna make some things shake. You know,
Facts.
it's kind of the Baltimore way. You know, they got the MVP quarterback and they don't give him nothing. So they went out and found a running back for him when technically he need wide receivers. So he got to go win the game when technically if he had wide receivers, you wouldn't have to worry about fourth quarter collapses from your coach. But I digress. Go ahead, Big O.
Go ahead,
I
oh.
had to.
Man.
And my receivers aren't the ones that's bedazzled dreads, correct? Because the one with bedazzled dreads that wasn't doing
Hey,
nothing on Sunday, fumbling the ball, all kinds of stuff. The
You
$100
won't get to
million
him.
receiver.
hey, look.
You
He
won't get
wanted
to
to be
him.
bedazzled with the 120. Your guy out there can't be on the hands team. They both was doing something wrong.
One contributed, one didn't.
He did. He contributed to us coming back. You right.
Okay,
All right,
okay, Tomo.
I'm just saying, man. You want to break every
Okay,
chain?
Tomo.
Just reply.
Just helping you out, Tomo. Don't forget.
Hey,
Don't
look,
forget.
man. That VIP to the wellness center was cool with me, man. I came in.
I
got
told you I
myself,
had
and
you,
I
right?
left.
I told
And
you I
left.
had you, right?
Yeah, and I went right back to the block with it. Now go ahead,
Man of my
Big Joe.
word.
Man, I ain't really got too much to say on that, man. I was kind of mad about that. Jerry just cheap, dog. He just cheap. That's all. I learned that over these years. He just a very cheap man. He just like who he like. Like we got Dalvin Cook. Like we at least need to give a trial something. Like Dalvin Cook
He
need to
was
be
there?
elevated for Thursday, huh? What you just say?
I was asking, was he there? I didn't see nobody.
Oh,
Was Zeke,
yeah, he there.
was Zeke suited up?
Did he?
Yeah, Zeke suited up.
Zeke avoided like 3 tackles and gained like 2 yards in that one play.
Yeah.
All right,
But like we got somebody
question.
like Dalvin Cook, like dog, we gotta give him a trial, something. Like some guy give, yo. This running game is trash. I ain't gonna hold you. It's trash.
Hey, Dave, I'm
In my personal opinion, we need to bring my boy Ryan Flournoy up. It's like something need to give, yo. Because Ryan Flournoy, he's another person I think that Dak will have as a reliable target, yo. And I'm trying to tell you something very good. And Tom don't really know what I'm talking about. Nobody really don't know because he just got drafted. But that boy is a beast. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, it's Jerry, man. You know, it's Jerry's world, man.
But speaking of receivers, Dave, I got another doghouse participant for you. CD Lamb. I got a question for y'all, man. CD Lamb on the sideline screaming, "Give me the ball." But he the one that killed y'all momentum in the beginning of the game. He fumbled and he had like 2 drops after that. Like everybody was doing good except for CD Lamb. And then Chris called it. He said, "What? Shut this dude down, run the ball, change the O-line," and this is exactly what happened. So, like Javon said, how you feel about CD performance?
That's why we need another wide receiver. That's why we like I said, yo, is CD Jake.
Box.
He did.
What's that?
The box.
It's CD,
A box.
Jake, and then you got Brandon Cooks, and then it's like Tolbert here and there, and Jalen Brooks when they come in. Like there's nobody that's a threat. You get what I'm saying? So of course everybody that's seen the tape. They know what CD gonna do one-on-one though. You put no help. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm just saying though, if y'all ain't have a lot of that help, just know my boy would have tore the roof off that place. Just saying, y'all had to do that. You know, but CD, I ain't like his performance. I didn't though. He was out there really like a diva. I never seen him out like that though. I ain't gonna lie.
Hit different when you play man.
Slapping the ground, having a tantrum, like, huh?
Hit different.
Like
That
it was just
flock
crazy,
different,
yo.
shorty.
So
I try to
did
tell
you see
y'all.
what happened though? Like when CD got bent, it's just crazy though how he was messing up the whole offense like that. That he was just bringing in that negative energy. Whereas though, you know what I'm saying? When he got benched, you know what I'm saying? You see what happened? You know, like Chris walked away. Like that's what he did when he walked away from his TV and he came back and saw the score. Was coming back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can bring all the props, but remember, you walked away from your TV and you came back and you saw the score. What was happening? You know what I'm saying?
That's actually emphatically not true. I was there the entire game, the entire time in the chat. You, sir, are the one that disappeared for a while. I didn't see you until the 4th quarter. Let's start
You
there.
ain't see me. Hey, bro,
While
listen.
you were hiding, while you out hiding
Hey,
out
Joe,
behind Master's Jerry, while you
make
were
sure
hiding
you
out
address
behind Master
chat
Jerry's
attendance
house,
on here.
I was in the field setting you boys free. While Lamar was out there putting the distraction on, I was out there with the same tackles breakers.
Bro, I
I
was
was
there
busting y'all
first and
boys
fourth,
free,
bro.
man.
I was there
I was
first and
busting y'all
fourth,
free.
bro.
You weren't, nigga. I'm sorry. I was
You said,
actually
I'm gonna
there.
take your words. Neither here or there. Like we said, we talk about CD Lamb. So yeah, CD was acting like a diva though. So it was just crazy though. So I hope he get it together, yo. Like I said, we play Thursday. He got to get it together. He got to get it together.
That man
We
said I was setting y'all free while
Daniel
Lamar was
Pickson.
putting distraction on.
We playing
But,
Daniel Pickton, so we need to do something.
when I saw the score was 28-3, all I thought about was 27-10. When Chris said 27-10, I was like, dang, score 23. But y'all made a comeback. I think y'all coming back was bad for y'all because it's fool's gold. It's a cover-up.
Talk to him.
You know what I mean? It's a cover-up of what the truth is, or it can work to y'all favor. Like, yo, we can really beat these dudes. But based off the press conferences, it looked like it could be a backfire. But I don't know, man.
No, like I said, it was a lot of stuff going on in that game. Like I said, I don't really talk about the refs, but getting a safety, then you can hand it off to the lineman, and it's not a safe. There's a lot going on, gang. We all watch a lot of football. That's a lot. That's a lot going on out there. That's just not common. You know what I'm saying? That's a safety everywhere else.
I'll give you the say. I'll give you that. I'll give you that if you're gonna tell me that your man, like, we can throw our helmets off after we make a play and don't know refs call nothing.
Hey man, he popped him so hard his helmet popped off. You know what I'm saying? Just came with it.
They do got that new rule time. They do that new rule. If it's like lose, you can like take it. Like remember, CJ did the same.
Yeah, he was just adjusting it. You know what I'm saying? He just let you see who it was right quick, cleaned you up, wiped his nose. That's what happened. So that was called a shackle break hit. That's what we was doing. We was breaking the shackle off that player. And once Kyle set him free, you didn't even see him rest of the game.
Actually, we did, though. We did, though, because once Kyle once he broke those shackles, right, my tight end went for almost 100 yards on Kyle. That same Hamilton, Ferguson, cooking him. So yeah, thank you for those shackles. Thank you, my friend. I'm just saying, look, we don't play y'all for another 4 years.
Tell them Blaze anti-calories, yo. Just a lot of babbling. That's what I be saying. It'd be a whole lot of explaining and babbling going on.
How long y'all had that 28 points, though?
A lot of babbling, but, shout out, Cabo. I see you, Cabo. Keep talking that real, brother. Yep.
Crazy.
I
noticed the birds come together when the Cowboys come around. You know what I mean? That's the only time the birds huddle together, when the Cowboys come around. They want to flock together.
You know how I rock. I don't look for support anywhere else. I like to keep it funky with everybody. Stay where you at. You feel me? But honestly, I just think that they're happy to see somebody that's real do what they be whooping about, actually do it. So you know what I'm saying? So that's what that is with the Eagle Mob. They not used to really standing on business, you know what I'm saying? They used to seeing Dak go crazy on them. It's a difference. You feel what I'm saying? It's a difference. And I try to articulate that to everybody. No one wants to listen, Big Flop. Y'all just think I be yelling and blowing. It's a lot of truth in this, man. You gotta sit down and get these gems. Man. I'm really dropping on y'all. For real, man. For real. Man, my souvenirs are falling apart. My bad.
All right, man.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Hey, you want on there?
Nah, I'm just entertained, man.
Nah, fact.
This has been hilarious to witness and to be.
I think
this is my first time on the show with my man Chris anyway, too. So, my man Chris, known him for 10 plus years. And appreciate you putting that beating on the Cowboys. Something that we used to do. Something we've done for a while now. So it's good to see someone else that I know that has done the same.
Whooping on the Cowboys is a Baltimore tradition. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all know the record was 6-1 now, right? So well, I thought where I'm from, you don't really get credit for beating on an inferior opponent. You just see what I'm saying? You don't really get no strikes. That's like beating a crippled dude out of his wheelchair. You feel what I'm saying? You don't just get no strikes for beating you out of his wheelchair. He couldn't even weave with you. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not. It's like a big dude, a heavyweight fighting a featherweight. It's no respect to that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just Dallas. I told everybody that these dudes was turned up. I knew what it was. It's like, finally a game we can win. So that's what it was.
I got you. But
you feel me?
still gotta say thank you, because even though we lost, they lost too. So
absolutely.
And that record for the NFC still is ridiculous. 21-1 against the NFC. So crazy.
I told y'all what it was. Like I said, Gardner Minshew was a threat, not Dak. So when you play, I told everybody I'm more worried about Gardner than that. I was right.
You what? That's why last week I was like, man, give him his belt back. Look, he took Gardner's belt and used it on us. I'm upset. I'm upset about it. That's why
Man,
I'm upset that you used another
and
man's
also, the
blood
wild
on
part
me.
is to
I'm
think
upset about
that
that.
Jerry, if Jerry went and got Gardner, he could have had enough money to get Derrick Henry.
Oh my
But you
God.
believing in that?
Hey, well, if y'all would have never got Derrick Henry, you would have had enough money to go get you another wide receiver. Because I'm telling you, I'm waiting for you in the chat to complain about Bateman, Aguilar, Flower. I'm waiting for that moment. I don't want
I'm
to hear
not.
that moment.
I'm not, sir. Listen, sir. My rookie contract, rookie deal receivers, not the ones with the bedazzled dreads and all that stuff going on out there that's crying and throwing temper tantrums on the sideline. My dudes just show up and play, bro. It's the Baltimore way. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, Zay just smiled through the
CD,
lows. You're right.
see what they would see. The thing with CD is that Jerry let him in the big house for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He
The
let
air
him in the big
condition
house
got
for a
you
little
in.
bit, and it went to his head. He went to his
Mm-hmm.
head, and then he went out here with play them Ravens and realized that he was just in the field like everybody else. And so that's just what happened, bro. That's just what happened.
Respect. They all got to come down to the wellness center. Reset. We got you.
Like, I told you was good, right? I took care of you, right?
I'm gonna tell you like this. Make sure
Man of
you
my
take
word.
care. Make sure you take care of Josh Allen the same way you took care of Dak. That's all
I'm
I
hoping on it. I'm hoping on it. That's an AFC team. It's competition there. Yeah, so
And Jalen
it's gonna
Hurts.
be
ain't no
some smoke for
competition
us.
with them.
Mm-hmm.
And who?
Should be.
And who?
Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
Who?
You see, Cal, he said 21-2 loading.
Okay. Oh, so enough of this. We don't worry about them Philly boys, man. They call me bro, man, fifth floor. So I ain't worried about them Philly boys. I rent free in their thing, man. They just worry about what Big Papa got going on, man. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all. I don't blame them. We doing something they can't stand on. They can't turn Dallas up. You know what I'm saying? They ain't standing on business with Dallas. So, they gotta. They happy to see a real bird get it done. You feel me? That's all it is. That's all it is. Yeah. Yeah. It is what it is, man.
All right.
It's what it is, man.
All right. Appreciate y'all. Let's get some.
Oh, are you done? Are you done, Big O? Oh, did you get on the? Did you have to get on the Baltimore team site? I told you 2X. I don't know how you want to do delivery. I can text my address, or we can meet up in person, take pictures with the Big Papa. We like your dad.
Bro,
So we can take a picture
bro.
with Big Papa, and we can have a little cool. Yeah, what you want to do, Big O? I got a lot of black shirts. A purple one would be cool. That'd be a nice addition to my portfolio of Raven gear. So a purple shirt would work awesomely.
Hey, you can tell you want the Baltimore dummies, man. I told this man, I said, bro, send me a DM. You don't send no DM, I don't know. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Vaughn. Hey, Vaughn.
So you go ahead and find you one of them bodies.
I'm already done with y'all. Oh, y'all not even concerned at me. Vaughn, I just talked to the Goodell. He said he's gonna start doing randoms on TJ after every halftime now because enough is enough. Enough is enough, bro. We know a junkie when we see one. That's good, man. Come on.
Hey, you go ahead and find you one of the Bonnie shirts, man, and hit my DM, big guy. Like I told you, big guy.
Okay. All right.
All right. Let's get these last words in. Big O.
My last words is, man, still let's go Cowboys, man. It's only week 3, man. Still got 14 more games to go, dog. You know what I'm saying? Still playoff bound. You know what I'm saying? Still. But we want one week at a time right now. We pretty low and over there in Texas right now. So hopefully Thursday come. Hey, I have me a Victory Friday. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully. Hopefully I hope Devin Singletary doesn't go off. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't stop nobody as of right now. That's pretty much my last words, man. Hey, still let's go Cowboys, man.
Let's get it. All right, Chris.
Yeah, man. Let's just go ahead and lock in for the next week. We got the Bills on Sunday Night Football. I'm trying to get tickets to that game, but yeah, man. Hopefully we just lock in. Make the Bills one-dimensional. Block. Von Miller. We be straight, man. Next week, man. Nobody dwells on victory, man. Baltimore, we got a different type of mindset. We try and get to that big game, man. You celebrate when that game's over with. Then next week, man. That's the Raven way, man. That's how you play like a Raven down here. We focus on the next opponent, man. Dallas is Dallas, so the joke's on them. But we just gonna keep focusing and lock in. And we're gonna be straight, man.
Let's get it. Appreciate y'all, man. Go ahead, Tomo.
I was just saying, appreciate y'all. Oh, we all doing our
Appreciate
last
y'all,
one?
man. Absolutely, man.
No, you
Appreciate the
got that.
opportunity always, man.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
Yeah,
telling you,
man.
I'm gonna
Definitely big shout out to the
go hang
RPL.
my souvenirs up.
Hey,
You
big
know,
guy, you ain't
we'll
gonna
hang
need
them
them down in
suitcase.
a minute, man.
What you
You
say?
ain't gonna need those.
Okay,
You ain't
man. All
gonna
right,
need
man.
those in
I
a
got
minute,
you.
big guy.
All right,
But we don't
y'all.
need them in Baltimore. We do the friend. So you
You
can
gonna
be
need
all right.
something else. Josh, how to put that whooping on y'all. That's all I'm gonna say.
Everybody
But
got to go get that big brother to help them come back to
before that
Baltimore.
with all
That's
them
one thing I
props.
noticed. That's one thing I noticed with the Ravens that y'all don't do with no other team. When we hit the block, we mess y'all up. Y'all gotta run and go get help. My man Vaughn is the kindest, hardest man in the entire chat because every time y'all come around here messing with the flock, y'all get beat up, and Vaughn gotta come bring y'all in the house for safety and shelter. That's what happens every other week, and that's what's going on, man. So
What?
y'all gotta learn y'all lesson,
What
man.
you
That's what's
talking
happening.
about?
Yeah, man.
When you
We put AJ on the
wait.
t-shirt last week for talking crazy. Big O got put on the t-shirt. Tom got put on the t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? So,
Where my
Vaughn
shirt
keep
at?
doing a lot of saving, man.
Where my shirt?
We just hold on. Let me get out the box for you.
Go get that shirt, please. What you
Come
talking
on, man. Let's
about?
go get out the box for you.
Man, we
What
ain't
the
about
shirt
to
say?
do that.
What the shirt
Nah,
say?
my man gotta go.
They ain't got it right now, man. They said the line is too busy right now. I can't even go get them for
That's
you. But
why
the
you
line
know
is
I ain't
busy.
on
I gotta
no
go take
shirt.
some the
'Cause
customers
you
off.
already know. Hey, Chris, one thing about it, two things for sure. We got the same
Yes, sir.
mentality when it comes to this team stuff, bro. Hey, I don't need no help. I don't need no backbone. I don't need none of that for no other
Okay.
team. My team ain't stand up when it was time to. We see y'all
Okay.
when we get there. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, that's okay. I see it's a lot of call for Big Brother going on around here. I just be seeing it. I just call it how I see it. Don't get mad at Big Flock. I just you know what I'm saying. I speak the truth. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like you know when
I ain't them
people be
Philly
excited
boys,
with the
man.
potential of a receiver leaving their team, they get excited. Yeah, he ain't got to play.
Yeah, I ain't them Philly
I just
boys,
call it
man.
out. That's all. So I'm just saying it's NFC East thing, man. I don't know, man. The NFC leads.
Nah.
You know.
See, you watch The
Mm-hmm.
Wire. You got to separate the Bodies from the rest of them, all right?
Respect.
All right, y'all.
Mhm.
Y'all
Appreciate
stay
y'all coming
safe.
on the
Let's
show,
catch y'all in
man.
the chat. Yeah, appreciate
What's
y'all.
up,
Yes,
man?
sir.
And Carlo, we'll see you
Yes,
Thursday.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
y'all
All
set
right.
up with
Keep
Keith?
your head up, Big O. Keep your head up, brother.
He say he
Hey,
free whenever. He'll be free.
oh, all right. Hey, I'm gonna be in better spirits in a couple of days. As of right
All right.
now, I ain't doing too good.
It's all good, Big O. Keep your head up, bro. Keep your head up.
All right. Hey, send me
All right,
that
y'all.
Bonnie shirt, big guy.
I got you, brother. I got you, man. I got
Bet.
y'all, man. No problem.
All right.
No problem, man. Yes, sir.
Woo! What an episode, man. All right. Man, I'm like, man, my game about to start. We need to hurry up. They got me gave me in the loop. James Cook already scored. Shout out to you, Teddy. I'm creeping back up. So yeah, but Tomo wasn't rocking. Tomo like, no, I ain't gonna stay quiet this time. I'm gonna say something.
My man called him out, so I was like, if you called him out, you gotta do your thing. But after watching the tape, I was like, he ain't about to do that. You ain't gonna call me out too now.
He said, he was like, Tori, you had his energy last time.
Like, cause you ain't say nothing to me, man. We were cool. Now you pull me in. What you say forgive me for?
All right, my last word. Shout out to the whole network. Shout out to the R2L family. Shout out to the IG chats. Become a member so you can be in the IG chat. As you can see, you get a glimpse of it almost every episode now. Shout out to Commanders. We played tonight at 8:15. We got the Bengals. Javon put in the chat that the NFC East is 2-1 versus the AOC North. Thank you, Browns. And we could possibly make it 3-1 or 2-2. So hopefully it could be 3-1. I'm playing Teddy right now in my fantasy league. He's beat me by like 20 points, but I'm keeping back up. Beat by 22. I was down by 30. I was down by 37 before the game started. 36. Now I'm down by 22, and it's only the second quarter. So James Cook, keep cooking. And I need my boy Zach Moss to do something, but I need you to take an L at the same time. If I can win my fantasy and the Commanders win at the same time, I feel great. But appreciate you too, Dave and Tomo. Let's get it.
Lions Pro Bowl, All Pro center Frank right now suffered at partially torn pec, making him week to week. So I just wanted to give y'all some NFL news. But other than that, man, great show. Definitely always glad to be here. see y'all tomorrow on the next show for R2L. Let's get it.
Hey, real
Man.
quick, Tomo.
Go ahead.
Me and Blaze in his other chat, we probably had the worst game in fantasy history. Score was 50-42.
That look like that Saints game.
But he won though. Shout out to you, Blaze.
All right, but my last words is y'all already seen what just happened just now. We had to do a recap, but I just wanted to say my last words is more so. Hey, Joe, you asked a question about my wide receiver, and yes, accountability, bro. At the end of the day, it's accountability. You want the ball, make plays, right? That's just what's gonna happen. When Dez Bryant cried for the football, he actually went out and made plays. You got to make plays. One more thing. This is more so me addressing my team too. Hey, Micah, you humble now, ain't you? Remember, everybody had the love for you. You was the next thing to Lawrence Taylor. That league will humble you, man. You getting real humble right now with all that. We need help. We need to do this. You come to find out, being a leader, you got to take these bumps, man. It happens. Man up. Go to the next game. And hey, Dak, call Romo. He been through this before, but the defense ain't really going to help him out, so you got to outscore the other team. Call Romo, bro. I seen these years before. 4 interceptions and still find a way to win the game. It might happen. And Jerry, Steven, embarrassment. Those are my last words, man. It's just an embarrassment. You got Ravens fans coming on here bragging about Derrick Henry. He slipped after he got the ball. He bragging. You can't be doing this. That's all I got, man. Good show, man. Appreciate everybody that come on here. You know, stand 10 toes down on their team. Mm-hmm. We be back. We got
all right, bro. That's all we have for y'all today, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.